he knows that I'm dangerous. He knows that I'm gonna put him to sleep. Even Khabib. The only reason they don't want me to fight against him because they know that I'm gonna beat him. My real goal always was Islam, but since he decided to run away,
What do you think would have happened if Ilia fought Islam this weekend?
Islam Makhachev
He would have beaten him?
by TKO.
Oh, wow. Really?
Ilia Topuria, the new lightweight champion, believes Islam Makhachev moved up in weight because he was afraid to face him, claiming that Islam saw him as too dangerous and didn't want to take the risk. He also insists that Khabib and his team know he could defeat Islam possibly, even knock him out, which is why they're avoiding
Down
the
hold
fight.
him and just maul him, and I'll just finish him on the ground. He's not gonna able to escape from me.
The wrestling and the takedowns are the
Ilia's recent statement surprised MMA fans, as it contradicted comments he made just a few days earlier. Back then, he said he didn't believe Islam was afraid of him, suggesting instead that Islam likely moved up in weight to pursue his own goals and plans. Ilia also expressed hope that their paths might still cross someday, whether by him moving up or Islam coming back down, so they can give fans the massive fight everyone's waiting for.
Did Islam go up to 170, Ilia, to avoid you? Is he scared to fight you?
listen, I think that he took a great decision. If the UFC would offer him to fight against Justin Gaethje or some another contender in the division, I think that he would stay at 155. But with me coming up, he was like, I don't have to take this risk. I'm gonna move up to the 170. I'm gonna try to get another belt, and that's all because he knows that I'm dangerous. He knows that I'm gonna put him to sleep. Even Khabib. The only reason they don't want me to fight against him because they know that.
Moreover, Ilia made it clear that he's ready to pursue big challenges. If Islam captures the welterweight title, Ilia plans to move up and go after him. He wants to prove to the world that he's not afraid to take risks, and that he has what it takes to become a champion across multiple divisions.
He moved up to welterweight. Do you move up to welterweight? Do you believe he moved up to welterweight to avoid you, or because he had his own goals?
Because he has his own goals. That's what I think.
Do you still think that's a fight that should happen? You guys are both forging legacies in different weight divisions. Do you think that's a fight that should happen?
We'll see how he does in the welterweight division. If he wins the title, I win the title in the lightweight division. Maybe I move up or he comes down to the lightweight division and we have the fight that everyone wants to see.
On the other hand, Arman Tsarukyan believes Islam would have knocked out Ilia if they had fought at UFC 317. He's not holding back, setting the stage for a new era filled with bold moves and potential upsets that could reshape the pound-for-pound rankings. While Arman clearly sees Islam as being on an entirely different level, he also reveals his own burning ambition to rise above them all and eventually claim that pound-for-pound throne
The
himself.
welterweight war champion, for sure I'm going to push for that shot also. And I will move to the welterweight division.
Tsarukyan doesn't hold back when it comes to his confidence against Ilia Topuria. He paints a picture of total dominance, emphasizing his well-rounded skill set and relentless ground game. With this mindset, he's making it clear that he's ready to shut down the hype and prove he's operating on an
What happened
entirely
if Ilia
different
fought Islam this weekend?
Islam Makhachev
He would have beaten him?
by TKO.
Oh, wow. Really?
I mean, that's a different level of fighters.
You think so? Wow.
You can't compare Ilia versus Islam.
Really? I have Ilia number one pound for pound now.
Yes, because Islam not champion anymore right now.
Right.
But when he gets the second title, he's gonna be in pound for pound number one.
So you think he beats Jack?
He beats Jack,
Yeah.
became a pound for pound number one. I'll be pound for pound number two, champion lightweight division, and then
Wow.
beat Islam and became a pound for pound number one.
Wow, I love it. You have it all
Arman is
mapped out.
confident he can handle Topuria with ease, believing he would dominate the fight so thoroughly that Topuria would drop significantly in the rankings. He's certain he can take him down repeatedly while staying completely safe on the ground throughout
How
the
you
bout.
see a matchup with Topuria playing out?
I'm just take him down and hold him and just maul him. and I just finish him on the ground. He's not gonna able to escape from me.
The wrestling and the takedowns are the key then.
Yeah, and my kicks, my wrestling, my ground and pound, and my strength. Boxing, he's good on one thing, on the boxing. But me, wrestling, kicks, ground and pound, and like control time.
So the more well-rounded fighter you believe is
I mean,
yourself.
4 versus 1, who's gonna win?
Sure,
If you're
sure.
not gonna stay on his boxing distance, how he's gonna beat you? I don't know.
Meanwhile, Ilia Topuria appears more interested in a potential fight with Paddy Pimblett, and he's not shy about why. Ilia says he isn't the least bit worried about facing Paddy, calling it an easy fight and a perfect opportunity to entertain the fans. He's confident he can do whatever he wants inside the cage and use that moment to showcase just how far ahead he truly
Can't wait
is.
to go there and to show like who's the Arman Tsarukyan and why I'm #1 contender, and that day I'm gonna be a world champion. So it's not just the wrestling. I'm a well-rounded fighter, and I'm not gonna just try to wrestle him. I'm gonna strike him. I'm gonna kick him. I'll up kick him, and and like try to do. But yeah, obviously I'm not gonna try to box him. I'm gonna try to do like a real MMA fight, to show him wrestling, to punch him, wrestling, to show him wrestling, to kick him, and like clinch work.
Ilia is so confident about facing Paddy that he believes he could end the fight quickly within a single round. He even jokes about choosing a flashy submission just for fun. For Ilia, it's not just about winning, it's about proving he's operating on a completely
Top
different
15
level.
pound for pound, pound for pound. For me, it's easier to fight Topuria than Oliveira. And then you can like just go like 1,000 times to take him down, because he's not gonna try to choke you or something.
Ilia also had a brief altercation with Paddy Pimblett inside the cage after UFC 317, but Arman wasn't impressed. He didn't like seeing Paddy rush in and try to steal the spotlight in the aftermath of the event, while others got swept up in the chaos. Arman kept his focus on the bigger picture. He made it clear he isn't threatened by Paddy's antics and firmly believes no one should be jumping ahead of him in the race for a title shot.
So with Paddy, all the fans around the world, I think that they want to see that fight. And at the same time, I have to be honest, I think it's one of the easiest fights that I could have in the lightweight division. I don't know. I can do with him whatever I want to do in reality. It's like it's very excited fight for the fans.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna enjoy a lot the whole process, and at the same time, it's a fight where I'm gonna be able to shine once again.
Arman made it clear he wasn't impressed when chaos broke out between Paddy and Topuria inside the cage. He questioned why Paddy was brought in at all and briefly wondered if it might disrupt the title picture. But once the dust settled and Dana White weighed in, Arman felt reassured. He knew the real contenders would still get their rightful shot, and his focus remained locked on that championship goal.
Win. Give us some of that Ilia prediction magic.
Against Paddy.
Yeah.
I have to think about it. I promise you, I could like choose the way I want to finish.
First round.
Be like, that's for sure. He's not gonna stay there for more than one round with me. But I don't know. Maybe it's gonna be cool to submit him in the ground with a triangle choke from the mount, something like that. Like as I told him, put my in his forehead.
Githka has made it clear that if he doesn't get a title shot, he's ready to retire, but Arman isn't fazed, saying Githka can do whatever he wants while his own focus remains on the belt. Arman added that if the UFC offered him a fight with Githka, he'd take it immediately, then move on to face Ilia, calling both Githka and Paddy easy money. Meanwhile, Paddy sees this as his big opportunity and isn't holding back, firing shots at Ilia in interviews and expressing deep hatred. He claims he doesn't just want to win, he wants to punish Ilia and drag the fight out to hurt him as long as possible, hoping to make a brutal statement and show just how personal this rivalry is.
They bring in the guy, it suggests that that's who they're leaning towards, right? That's who they're trying to build towards for the next fight. So do you think, are you worried? Do you think there's a chance that they might go with Paddy as opposed to you next?
I mean, Donna said he's not next, and he shouldn't be there.
Okay. Yeah, he said it was a mistake to bring him in.
Yeah.
But because it exploded into something like such a big thing, do you think there's a chance they might go in that direction?
I mean, Petty, he's a good fighter, but he doesn't deserve to fight for the title. He cannot jump ahead of me and then fight for the title.
So do you think it should be you versus Ilia, Paddy versus Gaethje?
Additionally,
Yeah.
Paddy's coach revealed that they've learned a great deal from watching Charles Oliveira's fight against Ilia, not just analyzing his strengths, but also pinpointing his mistakes. He explained that they use those insights to refine their own game plans, especially when preparing for a potential matchup with Ilia. This highlights how seriously they study and strategize, making sure to avoid the same pitfalls and come in.
It was a Joe Rogan mistake.
Oh, Joe Rogan called him in?
Yeah, Joe Rogan called him. It was a Joe Rogan mistake, and he shouldn't call his even name, bring him to the octagon, uh, Petty. He called the Petty to come to the octagon. And yeah, I was surprised, but when Dana said it shouldn't be like that, I said, okay, hopefully he's not fighting for the title.
Ilia Topuria also shared that the fight he wants most right now is against Paddy. And unlike his last bout where there was mutual respect, this one feels deeply personal. Ilia openly admitted that he wants to hurt Paddy and would enjoy every second of it. He made it clear that out of all the possible matchups, this is the one that excites him the
He said that
most.
if he doesn't get a title shot, he's going to retire.
I mean, he can do whatever he wants to do, so I don't care about him. I just need to fight for the title.
Yes. Yes, there it is. You wrote. By the way, I have to say.
Yeah. If UFC say a fight for this Gage, I'm looking to fight and as soon as possible and fight with you.
Okay, you would be open to that.
Yeah.
What about Paddy?
Problem. Easy money.
Which one, Gaethje or Paddy?
Both of them.
However, Paddy's coach admitted that he sees Islam as a much tougher fight than Ilia, calling him the top fighter in the lightweight division and the biggest challenge out there. This highlights the deep respect they have for Islam's skill, set, and dominance, recognizing him as the true benchmark in the division.
Decision, but I think it's the only fight to make. You know what I mean? We haven't seen two people genuinely dislike each other since Conor Khabib. You know what I mean? Everyone's always cordial and alright, where I hate him. I absolutely hate him. I wanted to inflict pain on his wife. You know what I mean? I'd like that fight to go 4 minutes 50 seconds into the 5th round, and I've landed 907 elbows, and I've disfigured his face. I mean, I don't want a quick knockout. I want to put him through pain.
On the other hand, Arman once again addressed the accusations about missing weight, expressing frustration over people judging the situation without knowing the full truth. He explained that a legitimate back injury made the weight cut extremely difficult and wants fans to understand the reality instead of placing blame on him. Arman feels he doesn't deserve the hate and hopes fans will look at the facts. Asterisk, and hey, if you want more updates like this, make sure to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for the support.